Good afternoon, Lincolnites. Welcome to the 2020 State of the City and Leadership Lincoln Kickoff. I'm Jennifer Ortega with 1011 News and your MC for today's virtual event. Governor Pete Ricketts says he is aware of plans to protest at the state capitol this weekend and says the National Guard and State Patrol are on alert. For most of us, a snowfall like this is not met with a lot of enthusiasm, but there are those in our viewing area that are really enjoying the day. About 300 Nebraska National Guard members were in D.C. today to help keep the inauguration and Washington sites secure. Listen to this. NASA is offering thousands of dollars to people who can come up with some healthy and sustainable food for space.
You can't get that smile off your face now, can you? And I know you're looking at Tuesday and Wednesday in those 40s. You don't even want to hear about the rest of it, right?
No, I really don't. I don't remember the last time we saw some 40s, honestly.
Yeah, I think it was the 1940s. I'll check the record book and we'll have that answer
Ken,
for
you're keeping me smiling. Let's keep it going.
There we go.
We are in Lincoln Mall area. We're walking towards the Capitol right now. The hundreds of demonstrators have decided they're going to march all the way to the Capitol. And so they're chanting, they're holding up signs, and they're doing their best to go. So far it's been peaceful, and they just want to be heard.
Doctors from the University of Nebraska Medical Center said last week that Nebraska is trending in the wrong direction when it comes to combating the virus. Do you believe the federal government should be doing more to respond to COVID-19? Let's get to breaking news right now. There's been a mass shooting in Bryan, Texas. According to authorities, there's now an active manhunt underway. And just minutes ago, we learned that one person was killed and at least 4 others were shot. Here's a live look from KHOU out of Houston. Police say the shooting happened at a cabinet store. Several of them are in critical condition. A nearby school was put on lockdown, but parents were able to pick up their kids. Again, the suspect remains at large. This is a developing story. Stick with 1011 now for the latest updates.
As more people spend more time at home, they are looking to renovate.
But retailers and home builders say some are waiting months to get appliances, a holdup in the supply chain, making the wait times even longer. 1011's Madison Pitch has been looking into this all day. She joins us with more. Madison Pitch reporting in the newsroom. Madison, there are a lot of factors that go into creating those delays. It's not just the pandemic.
The Johnson & Johnson vaccine is perfect for several groups of people because it only takes one shot.
But now it's on pause for a second week, and some organizations in the community have had to shift gears and cancel clinics. 1011's Bailey Bischoff is live with more. Some good information. Thank you, Bailey. A follow-up tonight. Bond has been denied for the 16-year-old who allegedly shot and killed a man at Westroads Mall this weekend. Makai Woolridge Jones appeared before a judge at the Douglas County Youth Center today. He's charged with 4 counts, including murder. His older brother, 18-year-old Brandon Woolridge Jones, was also arrested and charged with accessory to a felony. Tonight we remember Andy Hoffman, who lost his battle to cancer today. Hoffman was well known here in the state of Nebraska. He's one of the co-founders of Team Jack Foundation, which was formed in 2013 after his son Jack, who was diagnosed with pediatric brain cancer. In the years since, he's helped raise millions of dollars for research and in the process touched the lives of many. New at 10 Ellis Wiltsey spoke with those close to him and has more. A Lincoln man is behind bars tonight after causing a disturbance and attacking an employee outside of the People City Mission, a place that means a lot to those who have stayed there before. 1011's Ellis Wiltsey filed this report. I love how you say it's a trend. It snows, it melts, it snows again.
Then we get the fog because we've had the melted snow.
Right.
It's just that pattern.
All right. Thank you so much, Brandon.
You're welcome.
Nebraska volleyball fans aren't able to watch the Huskers this weekend. Nebraska's matches against Northwestern have been postponed. For more, here's 1011 Sports Director Kevin Suits.
My co-anchor Jennifer Ortega also in the area of 48th and O Street. Jennifer, what are you seeing?
Bill, so far we've been following the crowd of people for at least the last hour or so. They walked up and down O Street, and right now I want to take you kind of down there a little bit further. They're blocking off the intersection right near the Chick-fil-A. It looks like about 100 people or so. They've been walking up and down, chanting. This whole intersection is blocked off right now. At some point, people got on top of cars. They got on top of a semi. Police were helping block off the area, but from what we've seen, police have kind of just gone off. We're not seeing any blue lights in the area right now. If you can see, they're blocking off this intersection, standing in a row, holding hands, putting up signs.
With some friends, we had baking powder.
Hold on. Crowd's moving back. All right, everyone's running. They're running. There's tear gas. Okay.
Jennifer, if you need to leave that situation, please do so.
I'm sorry, we're surrounded by some people that are very angry right now, so we have to walk away a bit. But there's a building, there's a couple people with bats walking around, smashing the buildings, spray painting the buildings. There are broken windows everywhere.
People aren't being heard for some reason.
Look, they're vandalizing all the buildings.
We've gone over to Jennifer Ortega right now. She is okay. Our cameraman, Dan Corey, he is okay. He got knocked to the ground. Jennifer, that was such a frightening situation. Can you tell us what happened? Because you guys just went to black all of a sudden.
I'm sorry. There's a little bit of tear gas. Hold on.
No, that's okay. Take your time. Take your time.
We were being surrounded by people that were angry and vandalizing, and they didn't want to be called thugs or criminals. And we were watching them break the glass, so I don't think they were happy with our presence, and they tried to knock my photographer over. They didn't want us watching them vandalize the buildings, which is kind of upsetting to see. There's a lot of graffiti all over those buildings. You know, all the ones down the row have now been smashed. And police continue to throw tear gas, but it looks like some of the demonstrators have started firing back with fireworks.
I did. They're getting ahead of the outbreak. They say that's why they pushed back their Chinese New Year celebration. And a woman I spoke to, her family lives in China. She says they're on edge.
What I heard, of course, there's some panic. But I don't think at this point that we should be really panic.
Li-Chian Kapart says she got off the phone with her family this morning. They told her people are scrambling to get to the stores, looking for masks to protect themselves from the coronavirus. But everywhere is sold out.
They're taking precautions, try to stay home, not go to, places where there are just lots of people, not going to any public events.
Her family staying home during this Chinese New Year. She says they live in Shanghai. That's about an hour-and-a-half flight to Wuhan, where the virus is spreading.
Definitely worried, right? Because you don't want anything happens, and my parents are in their 80s, so it's really scary.
The Center for Disease Control and Prevention announced Friday morning a second case has been detected in the U.S., this time in Chicago. They're also saying more than 60 people from 22 states are under investigation for the virus. Right now, it's still unclear if Nebraska is one of those states.
If you have fever, respiratory illnesses, and you have traveled to Wuhan, to this area, then within the last 2 weeks, it may be really good for you to get checked out.
The outbreak is also causing Chinese events in the area to be postponed. The Nebraska Chinese Association announced this morning that their 2020 Lunar New Year celebration will have to wait, as performers were set to come in from overseas. They sent us this statement saying in part, "We just want to wait until the outbreak in China has passed. Both the NCA and Performing Arts Group from China feels this is the best move for public safety." Kapart says it's been hard talking to her family from a distance, knowing there's still no cure.
It wasn't too long ago, 17 years ago, the SARS outbreak, and everybody still remembers, so it was definitely worried.
The Douglas County Health Department says they're in constant contact with Eppley Airfield just in case the virus shows up here. On your side, Jennifer Ortega, 6 News.